Hello and welcome back to yet another episode on the MindFighter SMP. And yeah, today we pretty much work at the base and we kind of do something different, something a little bit unexpected and whatnot. So I won't ramble on any further in the intro. Let's get to those clips. But before that, I want to ask you guys, toward the end of the video, I start doing something in the cave with leaves. I want to know what you guys think of those leaves coming out of the ceiling and whatnot. And I want to get some feedback on that. So, yeah. But without further ado, let's roll the clips. So while I'm still here at the spawn, I wanted to tell you guys, I have a few clips to roll about the mesa and whatnot. I have a funny commercial I made for it and everything. So yeah, after that, we'll get to the base terraforming and building. Attention all MindFighter server members. We have now hooked up another portal to a mesa biome. So that means we can now get all that nice hardened clay or terracotta or whatever you want to call it. So come on down to the mesa. The portal coordinates will be linked to you somehow. Back to the video. Yeah, so here is the mesa portal, and essentially once you go through, you will end up on top of a tree, and if you turn around, there is, let me turn my sound down, there is this cobble stairway, and I'll eventually make this look nicer, with a bed, in case people need to sleep, which, the jungle and the desert doesn't have, so I'll probably add beds over in those locations too, and if you follow this cobble area here, it will take you and lead you to the mesa, as you can see into the distance right there. And might I mention, this was pretty chaotic to hook up and get here, but it's not that far from the actual desert. Because if you go that way, the desert portal is not that far, but we finally have a mesa. I will be spending a lot of time here, trust me, because I need that beautiful terracotta that is lying within these mountains. The gold, I don't care. This, oh yeah, I need a lot of it. I'll put that back for now because it's gonna annoy me. Also, you got the red sand here and everything. So really, it's a wonderful place to harvest some nice clay blocks. Now I have to mention that this portal is behind the desert portal. So literally, if you go to the desert portal, you'll probably looking in this direction. There'll be a portal, portal, and then right to the side of it there will be a tunnel leading to somewhere unknown. Just kidding. It'll lead straight to this portal. So that's how you get here. And I'll even put a sign. Actually, let me harvest a tree because I need to put a sign. I cannot help myself. Anyway, I just wanted to demonstrate and explain that we have a mesa portal now, and I will do some signage. See you in a sec. Hey fella, I'm just gonna kind of swerve on past you. You're kind of hindering my gameplay of trying to get back home. Nice seeing ya. Please don't follow me back to my nether portal. And bye. Okay, we are back at the main base. And as you can see, there's something a little bit different here. Yes, yes, yes. I filled it all in. I'm not joking. I filled it in. This is all thick stone, cobblestone, all that. The reason for this is because I was having an issue. If you heard someone laughing in the background, please just completely and utterly ignore that. But what I was trying to say is, like, the reason for this is when I was looking at it, I was looking at the staircase, and I went all the way down and I looked at the room I dug out, and I was like, this is not fitting the style of the base, in my honest opinion. Still need to change that area up a bit. It's just not enough depth. It lacks something, and I don't know exactly what it is yet, but we'll figure it out. So what I think I'm gonna do is, and let's just kind of start it out a little bit here. We want to kind of stick to it to make it look kind of like it's a natural formed cave, and it's like gonna go down, like, you know, a certain amount of layers and whatnot, and we'll fix it up after again, and we'll tweak it, but we want to make it, you know, down at least till, what do you get, 70? I want to get it down to at least, I don't know, 60? 50? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do another little time lapse here, and I will show you, just let's start the time lapse.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me. So alive, make it last forever. Stop in time, yeah, I'm surrendering. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move.
We back. So as you can see, since the speed build, I kind of played around with it, and this is kind of the idea I was going for and whatnot. And you know, I just gotta play around with it pretty much. The one thing I've learned about doing underground bases, especially now, is that caves aren't perfect, and even when you build them, they shouldn't be perfect, because if they're perfect, and it's gonna sound weird, it kind of defeats the purpose of it being a cave. So caves aren't always symmetrical. Sometimes they look completely out of the ordinary, but that's what's gonna make or break a build. And I guess I'll put that there just because it was bugging me. And like this will all be terraformed a bit. This is just the main area where I was gonna dig back and put our storage area. I know it's taken me 3 episodes to get a storage system, but it's all gonna be worth it in the end. You know, same thing with like this. To someone who has, you know, a symmetrical mind, this would drive them nuts. This would drive them up the wall, literally. No pun intended. So to see things so unsymmetrical in this game brings so much life to a building. And I know it's not a building, it's more or less terraforming, but I mean, like, okay, for instance, check this out, and I actually might do this just probably at a later date. So take this stone out. Let's say I want it to give this more depth. This is all I would have to do. I'd have to maybe, I'm not going to keep it there right now, but, you know, just bring it in a little bit, and maybe instead of there, you put it there, and it looks connected, but it also gives it a little bit more depth. I don't know if I'll do it exactly like that if I do it, but you know, you get the point, right? And up here, this will all be different in the future. Just like I'm thinking of building like a volcano back there or something, I don't know. Maybe on top of that mountain, we expand onto that mountain, and we just build a big volcano. Like, it would just, I have so many ideas for this place. Like, even, let's fly over to the starter area, which is not that far. Okay, why can't I take off? Help me. Okay, ow. Alright. New plan. Jump off a block. There we go. Wow, that was a bit of lag. Unnecessary speed here, but actually, that's perfect. So you see, and we're moving a bit fast, but let's see if I can slow myself. Okay, this archway, right here. You see that? Let's see if we can land on top of it. Okay, perfect. This archway. Eventually, the pig won't be there, sadly. Actually, let's free the pig. Go down. Go down. Didn't kill it. So eventually I'm going to bring this out of it. Up to maybe here. And it's gonna be an archway, like just a big archway into the cave area. And even like, you know, I built the Christmas tree, as you can see. I forgot to mention that earlier. Or maybe I did mention it. I have no clue. But like, just this whole area is gonna be like maybe starting from the block I'm standing on, I might just expand some stone and make it just a giant, you know, cave area. And when you're creative and you're a builder, your options are pretty much limitless when it comes to this game. And that's the one thing like I've noticed over the years of me playing this game. I've become so much more creative in you know in real life too, which you know, like something like this. Someone might look at this mountain right here. Now, I'm not gonna look at it because I might actually die of kinetic energy. But oh my gosh. Okay. This is not what we're supposed to be doing. You see what I mean by lag? That's the lag I get sometimes with this Elytra. But this mountain, and you know, not the llama, you forget about the llama, this mountain, and if I can actually get down to here, this would have been a better place to land. This mountain, someone could look at that and say, I could see a big brick house just standing right there where that 4x4 little, or 4x5 rather, little thing there is. I can see a big chimney going up. Someone might look at that and see I could build a house there. Which I might do eventually. Or someone might look at this area and say, man, I could turn this into a big moat. And you know, there's a natural waterfall there too, which you could terraform. You know, like before, you know, the last episode we did, it was actually more of the first or second episode on this server. This thing right here. This was a natural lake before we terraformed it all. And it still is technically, you know, a natural lake. What are we doing? Oh my gosh. So, apparently there's a bit of there's a lot of server lag tonight. I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna work on that area a bit. And after that, I'll be back with you guys. And we are back. Never mind the slamming doors in the background. And I have sort of completed the area. I still wanna do something like this, where I put cobblestone walls like in these areas. Then probably right here, right there. Yeah, it just creates a really steep, ominous look to the, you know, thing. And it'll probably look better once they come up with the other walls in the 1.14 update. I thought I was getting dark a second ago for some reason. But yeah, and it'll come together a lot better after 1.14, because like I said, they're adding like andesite walls, they're adding, you know, all this stuff, even stone walls. But with these, we'd want to do some stalagmites type of stuff. Because caves, I'll be honest with you, they're kind of supposed to be claustrophobic. So to have something like that really just gives it that, like, I'm in a tight corner type of feel. And then let's get some more on, like, in these areas. Yeah, I like that. Never mind whoever just said thank you in the background. I just, whenever you hear stuff in the background of my recording, just ignore it. Yeah, I really like this area, and maybe even we do something like that and have it do that. Maybe we do that too. Actually kind of like that. Let's put some more texture into the flooring here. Actually, that one was unnecessary. Me here. Oh, like that. Yeah. This area, as you might have guessed, is gonna be for a waterfall. So I actually kind of want to fix this. So make it a full block. With this, some stone. And we can fix that looking, just 1 sec. I wanted to add one of those like upward things here. No, it's not gonna work. Maybe, okay, that's a better look for the waterfall itself. Yeah, let's just put the slab on top of here. I like that, how you can see the water coming through here even. Maybe, can we? I really like that. Oh, it's getting nighttime. Which means we gotta sleep before all the nasties come out. And no one likes the nasties. Because nasties are nasty, obviously. Yeah. Oh, here comes the choo-choo. So put another one here, and maybe, don't do that. I really like the way that's kind of looking, and I kind of want to replace this with some stone, just to get it out of that column. And yeah, I think this little area here is coming along real nicely. I actually wanted to see about putting like some leaves in here, maybe. Thought there might have been a creeper there. I was about to freak out. So like some leaves, maybe. Ooh, you know what would be a nice idea? To get some actual lighting in here, maybe we do something like, what's this block? Let's see, what is this block? Coordinates are 105, -506. So maybe we go up there. We go 105. Negative 506. Perfect. So I have this idea of maybe making, you know, something like this in there. Whoa. That's odd. Question mark. I'm still on. Just to give it some, and maybe up here we lighten the leaves a little. Maybe back here we do, you know, some. You know, and the whole reason for that is to bring some, like, you know, natural type of lighting in here. So maybe we do something like, we move like that, get rid of that, and give it like a kind of like overgrown feel. Alright. This kind of looks weird though. I like it like that, and maybe we add another one, like just as we come in. That could work. Just like we do that. And no, not a cobblestone wall. Put a piece of stone there. So I give it kind of that feel and whatnot. I just kind of wanted some color in here than just all the, you know, whatnot. Of course, I suppose we could put bushes here too. I don't know. I have to play with it. I'll tear these out if I don't like them. But, yeah. I think this is going to be the end of this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And, yeah, just bad intro. Bad outro, I mean. Just be sure to come back for the next episode. And, yeah, hope you guys like it. And, bye.